Jesus, man. What is wrong with us? Yes, I got new glasses. I look different, yes. Cause y'all saw the other one, bro. Not the topic. Today's topic, is what is wrong with the Bears? Literally, what is wrong with the Bears? Like, what went from us being the most happiest, proudest, loyal fan base, where everything was going perfectly. We got the draft picks, we got the free agents, we have a quarterback that was really developing, and to now being halfway into the season, and we talking about burning everything down, getting rid of everybody, firing the coach, firing that coach, firing the offensive coordinator, and talking about even getting rid of our players. I want to know, and every Bears fan want to know, is what is wrong with this team. So, let's go further into that. Before we get to now, let's get further. Let's talk about the end of the 2021 season. Let's just do 2021. But there was Matt Nagy, Ryan Pace. Remember them? Yes, you do. And they drafted Justin Fields. Ryan Pace was the guy who drafted Fields. And you all remember, the quarterback before Fields was Mitchell Trubisky. Now everybody's comparing about why the Bears didn't get Mahomes or why didn't we get Watson. I'm probably glad we didn't get Watson, but Mahomes, okay. We took Trubisky, said 4 years. We didn't get his third-year option. He left after winning an MVP. Yeah, we all know that. So the draft comes. We had Nick Foles on the team. And then we, for some reason, stupidly signed Andy Dalton on the team. Y'all remember. Which we didn't think that was going to work out. We thought, yeah, 2021 was going to suck. Until we drafted Fields. We traded up for the Giants for the 11th overall pick for the 20th. We get Fields. Giants got somebody. I don't know if it was Tony. I don't know. And the amount of hype that was going around for the Bears, or just for Fields at that time, was just sky high. I don't remember watching the draft, but I remember on my phone was blowing up saying Bears draft Justin Fields. I'm like, no way we did. And we did. The hype was there. Like, it was so amazing, so inspiring that fans at White Sox games and Bulls games and Blackhawks games were focusing more on the Bears and the drafting Fields than their game. Because honestly, Chicago's more of a Bears sport than any. Not the Cubs, not the Bulls. It's a Bear city. And Fields was just risen up. Like, everybody loved it. Everybody was thinking, he's the guy. He's the savior of the Bears. He's going to make us win Super Bowls. He's going to have 4,000 yards. He's going to win records. He's going to break records. And he did, but not passing. But then there was a problem. Our coaching was terrible. Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace. Horrible GM and horrible coach. They put Fields in a terrible situation. But again, I was like, it's 2021, it's his rookie season. I'm just like, let him develop, because he was never going to be like how CJ Stroud is now. I always said rookies are never going to be that good in the start. I don't know how CJ Stroud is being that good, but I applaud him. I said Fields was never going to start off this good. I said he's going to struggle because he's a rookie. He's getting to know the team. He's learning it. He's getting used to it. So I said, year one, okay. And then I heard everyone was like, yeah, Bears gonna be the worst team in the league, all that. And we got rid of him. We got rid of Mack. We got rid of Hicks. We got rid of Cohen, which he was hurt. Trevathan. We got rid of all of them. We was like, rebuild. We fired Nagy. We fired Nagy. We fired Pace. All gone. A few days after that, we hire Poles, and then we hire Eberflus. Get that? Yes. And now we got them. There was a lot of questions about the Eberflus signing. Poles, I really don't care. But Eberflus was the real one, because everybody was wondering, why is we hiring a defensive coach if the main focus is offense? And this was before our defense became as bad as it is. It's gotten better, but like prior to this was bad. Like, everybody was like, okay, we're getting a head coach that's not an offensive head coach. Because after we fired Matt Nagy, there was so many news going on saying we could hire Jim Harbaugh from Michigan or just somebody. We didn't. And look at us now. So 2022 happened. Fields developing. We had our backup quarterback was I made the Peterman thing. Nick Foles left somewhere. Dalton gone. So everybody besides me, I said 2022 the Bears are gonna be 10-7. We're gonna be the best team in the North. Clearly before I thought didn't know the Packers were gonna be that bad. I'm like, we're gonna run the North. And I even said that after week 1. I'm like, yeah, definitely after week 1 against San Francisco. But I think the San Francisco 49ers game, when we beat them, we came back and beat them, that was when the hype was there. Everybody was like, oh my God, we just beat the best team in the NFC. And now we're going to be good. Lost to Green Bay next week. Beat Houston. We didn't win. Rest of the game of the season besides New England. But we could have. But we saw improvement from Fields. I think like after week 6 was when Fields really started to hit. Like started to turn the corner. Started to do everything. And that was the thing fans wanted. Just like me. They wanted Fields to play like how he does. But the thing is that when you have a quarterback, when your quarterback is running the ball, great, he's running the ball. But the thing is about Fields is that fans, well, especially my mom and my dad did not like, was that he was running a little too much. Yes, he got 1,000 yards. That's great, all that. He broke a record. He broke a record against Miami, broke a record against Detroit the next game. He broke a record the whole season by getting 1,000 yards, all that. Great. But they didn't like it because him running too much, just say, if all he does is run, doesn't throw. I mean, he throws, but he runs more than he throws last year. That was a bad thing. Like, we need to give him another one. Because if you look at the team we had last year, we had Darnell Mooney, we had Kmet, we had Claypool for half the season, Equanimeous St. Brown, Dante Pettis, and Bayless Jones, and Byron Pringle. Think about those names. Besides Mooney and Kmet, and I guess Claypool. Oh, yeah, and Claypool. Those are nobodies. Bayless, terrible. Equanimeous, not as good as Amon-Ra. Byron Pringle, like, who was that? Pettis, he cannot catch. Like, that is not a good receiving core at all. And you seen it, that our number 1 receiver was St. Brown half the season until we started to throw to Mooney, started getting to Kmet. Mooney goes down. Season ends. But then there was a lot of hype for this team going into this season. Because we had the number 1 overall pick. We had our quarterback. We just had a lot of cap space. We just need to make moves. We did. We trade our first overall pick to Carolina we get DJ Moore, and they get our first overall pick, which would eventually go to Bryce Young. And then I thought we was going to get Jalen Carter. We get Darnell Wright to help Fields. Okay. After the draft, we get bluster of signings. We signed Tremaine Edmonds from Buffalo, TJ Edwards from Philly, DeMarcus Walker from Tennessee, Unique Ngakoue from Indy. Like, those are playmaking guys on different teams. Coming to Chicago would help us, right? It would help. I mean, we signed Ngakoue late, like right before the week 1 game, so like, yeah. And this is before Montez Sweat even came. This is way before Montez Sweat even came to Chicago. So, week 1 comes, but before week 1, training camp, OTAs, all there was for the Bears was hype. I was hyping us up a little bit, but not as much as other Bears fans. I just said, Bears gonna be good this year. We have a lot of money. We have our quarterback. We have a receiver now. Because I know very well that they're gonna double team more than they double team Mooney and Kmet. Like, no, there was no reason that we're gonna be this bad, right? There's no way we're gonna be 3-9 or 5-12. We should go 8-9, 7-10, 12-5 with the signings and draft picks that we got, right? Because before the season, everybody was saying Justin Fields MVP talk. Justin Fields gonna win the NFC North. I didn't think we was gonna win the North, or I might have did. I said we was gonna be second or third, first or second behind Detroit. Clearly, Detroit was obviously better than I thought they would be. So the season starts, and there was obviously trash talking from Bears fans saying we're gonna kill Green Bay. Jordan Love is washed, or he's terrible. I'm just like, I don't trash talk. I'm be like, let it happen. Let's just watch it happen. So week 1 occurs. We get killed. Fields looked terrible. The defense looked terrible. Everybody was terrible. We was getting flamed for lack of effort from this entire team, from NFL, from fans that are not Bears fans, saying there was no effort in this game. So I'm like, okay, it's week 1. It's okay. Start of the season, go to week 2 to Tampa Bay. We look even worse. We can't score. We can't move down the field. Fields holding onto the ball way too much. And holding onto the ball way too much is either going to cause a forced fumble or you're going to get sacked. And your receivers are going to get really pissed because you clearly don't trust them to throw down the field. So we go to 0-2. And then we go to Kansas City. I knew we was going to lose. I even said it was going to get killed like by 30. And we did. So that I can't get mad at. I mean the Chiefs, but still it was bad. So after week 3, there was really talks about what is going on with the Bears. Why are y'all looking like this? Why are y'all acting like y'all don't know what football is? Y'all was talking all this smack earlier this season. What happened now? A month into the season, we were 0-3. Fields was bad, obviously. Everybody was bad. The defense was an all-time worst. There was talks about us getting Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Fields getting out of Chicago. If Fields don't fix what he's doing, he's done. And I'm like, okay, I see what y'all mean. We're playing Denver. We're playing Washington. I said the Bears would beat the Broncos. Clearly didn't. But the thing is that we choked. Fields looked really good. He threw for 300 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. He looked good. And we lost because we got too comfortable. We got too comfortable with the lead. We acted like the Falcons and Chargers. They choke every game. They choke every chance they get. We got too comfortable with the lead. We thought 28-7, fourth quarter. Okay, we won. So we started playing stupid. Our defense was playing that stupid weak zone or Tampa 2 that we do. Because I think the zone defense, whatever defensive playbook we got, is so bad. Like, we needed Vic Fangio to stay. I don't know why we let him go. Chuck Pagano, at least. They would have been better than this. In spite of defensive coordinator, Alan Williams resigned, which we still don't know what happened. I think he got his house raided, and I think Peanut Tillman was involved with it, so that was a bad thing. It was just a lot of, what is going on with this team? Because we look worse than last year. And when you look worse than last year, and last year you were the worst team in the league, that is a big red flag. Because you don't know what is going on with your team. So clearly, everybody was confused. So we go to week 5. After we choked, we almost choked again. But we kept our groove. We didn't get too comfortable. We won. Again, Fields threw for 280 yards, almost 300. He looks good. He threw for 8 touchdowns and 1 interception in those 2 games. Over 500, 600 passing yards in 2 games. Amazing. Week 6, he gets hurt. So we wouldn't have known. Who knows, the Bears could have beaten the Vikings if he wouldn't have gotten hurt. So Tyson Bagent comes in. Well, it goes 2-2. Now, y'all was kind of stupid. Well, for the NFL fans or some Bears fans that said, just because Tyson Bagent won his first start against Vegas, there was rumors saying, oh wow, Tyson Bagent's better than Justin Fields. Tyson Bagent has more wins than Justin Fields. Shut up. No. Just because we beat the Raiders doesn't mean nothing. We go on to the Chargers. And that was really when the controversy started. Would say, if Tyson Bagent beats the Chargers, will the Bears consider trading Fields and keeping Bagent starting number 1? Think about it. I want y'all to vividly think about that. Who cares? Like, think about it. Just say the Bears beat the Chargers. The score was flipped. We got 30, they have 13. We won. Fields Fields wasn't playing. Tyson Bagent looked good. That doesn't mean you still go with Bagent. I don't care. We won 2 in a row. Bagent is not as experienced as Fields. Bagent isn't as fast as Fields. Isn't as learned as Fields. Isn't as strong and mobile as Fields. Does he release the ball faster? Yes. Because that is what Fields be struggling with all season. Just holding onto the ball way too much. If he gets the ball out earlier, he'd be a lot better. Yes. Now, I do give Bagent props for that. He does get the ball out real quick. And that's good. But he's not mobile like Fields. And I admit, Tyson can run. But he's not like Fields. He can throw deep, I guess. But he's really not a great deep baller like Fields is. So Fields obviously win that one. He's not mobile. He's not, not experienced. He's a rookie from Division II football. He's just starting to know the Bears. He's just starting to get used to it because he didn't expect the Bears to put him in because he didn't expect Fields to get hurt. So he was kind of just thrown in there. So we lose. We go 2-2 or 3-7. After we beat the Panthers, obviously I went to that game. Amazing. The game sucked, obviously. So we go to Detroit. I didn't think it was gonna win. I didn't think the game was gonna be that close. It was 28-14, 26-14. 2-minute warning. Y'all know it was a 2-minute warning or something. Every Bears fan was like, "We just beat the Lions. We beat them. We beat the best team in the NFC, or one of the best teams in the NFC." I was like, "Okay, we're beating them. We just need one stop. The game is over." Because I was having Denver vibes. Like, what if we do choke this game? What if we choke this game? What if we rewrite the Denver script and we lose to the Lions? They score a touchdown and then we get a 3-and-out and then they drive down the field and we get no time. That's exactly what happened. And the thing was, y'all saying a reason why this team sucks this season is because of Fields. Some of y'all were saying Fields is the problem. Now, I will admit, in the first 3 games of the season, when we was 0-3, Fields was a reason why we wasn't winning. He wasn't the main reason, but he was not helping us. Now that Fields is back and he's better, and he's looking better than he did in the first 3 games, it's not his fault. And I know it is Getsy and Eberflus. Eberflus is the most controversial hiring the Bears had since signing Mike Glennon in 2017. It was that bad. I mean, it was controversial when we signed Andy Dalton, but at least Andy Dalton won us some games in 2021. Mike Glennon didn't win us anything. Well, I mean, he won against Pittsburgh in 2017, but like it wasn't really him. Like, because when you hire a head coach, the first thing is he good? Does he have good experience? And is he that offensive minded head coach? Now, Eberflus is experienced, but defense, he's a defensive coordinator his entire career for a reason. We don't put him as a head coach, expecting him to know offense when his position is defense. So, you get Luke Getsy, who came from Green Bay. We thought, okay, we get a guy from Green Bay, which Green Bay's offense before the hiring was amazing. We thought it was good. No, it wasn't. Getsy is making dumb decisions. He's ruining, him and Eberflus are ruining Fields. Like, literally, they're ruining Fields. Like, you think about it. We have a better coach. We have a better offensive coordinator. Fields would be better than his abysmal 6-26 record. And the reason why Fields is 6-26 is because of the situation that Fields was put in. He wasn't never put in to succeed. In Chicago, no. If we would have had Lovie Smith as our coach, or Jim Harbaugh, even Matt LaFleur, this would be a different story. We wouldn't be talking about, oh my God, the Bears are bad. We would be talking about the Bears are the next Chiefs, but the NFC version. We wouldn't have to be worrying about the number 1 overall pick. We wouldn't be worrying about this Bears team is bad. We wouldn't have to worry about that. All we'd be worrying about is Super Bowl and playoffs, because Kansas City makes it every year. If we have head coaches that are actually offensive minded and that put Fields in a situation where they actually want him to succeed, we'd be talking about Super Bowl, playoffs, like Fields being MVP, Fields being best quarterback in Bears history. Because I guarantee you, with a good head coach, with put in a good system, Fields would be the best Bears quarterback in history. And I don't want to hear it's Jay Cutler or Jim McMahon. No, Jim McMahon didn't do nothing. He just won a Super Bowl because he's with the Bears 85 defense. And Jay Cutler was good because he had good receivers in the past. Now, Fields, he can do everything. If the Bears win the Super Bowl ever with Fields, he'd be a big reason. He'd be a reason why. You see what happens when Fields get receivers. He got a receiver like DJ Moore. Him and DJ Moore is like a great 1-2 combination. You see what happened. Every time Fields throws DJ Moore the ball, it's always good. It's always going to be a good game. It could be a 30, 50-yard touchdown. Literally. It's just the situation that the Bears are put in. And I think that is exactly why we're not winning games this year. Our defense is not the reason why we're losing. Was the defense one of the reasons why we lost against Detroit? Yes, because we should have stopped them. But our defense, comparing to what it was in the beginning of the season to now, has been amazing. We have the number 2 or number 3 ranked run defense. And remember, last year's run defense was dead last. So our run defense got so much better with Montez Sweat and Ngakoue. So I'm not really worried about our defense. It's just the offense. Because when one side is doing good, the other side wants to screw up. When our offense is doing good, our defense would suck. When our defense is playing lights out, our offense is being bad because Getsy and Eberflus do not know what they're doing with the Bears. See, the thing is, Kevin Warren, our new president, is making polls or telling polls, do this, do that. It's best for the team. Best for the team if we're supposed to be an NFC contender this season. The Bears were supposed to be a playoff wildcard contender. Or not even wildcard contender. At least competitive to be in the race. We're in competitive to be the worst again. I don't think we're gonna be the worst team in the league because there's the Panthers and Cardinals. Maybe the Patriots, maybe the Giants. But we should not be in a situation where we go from talking about running the North to talking about worst team in the league and getting rid of Fields. What I think will happen for the rest of the season is that Fields will probably be the same. And we just still lose. The best case scenario for the finish the season is that we go 5-12 through to like 7-10. We're guaranteed a losing record, so there's no point. We're not gonna be like the Bucks and make the playoffs at 8-9. No, like Detroit's clearly winning this division. Minnesota could make the playoffs. Green Bay and Chicago just sucks. Like, the best case scenario is that Fields still plays like how he did. Amazing, throwing for a lot of yards, throwing for a lot of touchdowns, limiting his interceptions, and just proving why he deserves to be in Chicago, while DJ Moore and the rest of our offense is doing good, and the defense is still good, and we win more games. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, Fields go back to how he was in the first 3 games. Defense is back to how he was in the first 3 games. And maybe we lose out for the rest of the season and go 3-14 again. And Eberflus and Getsy and Poles could get fired. Which I think we should fire all 3. Anyways, I don't care if the Bears win out. Because if we win out, we go 9-8. And with our schedule coming up, I don't see us even winning 4 more games. I don't even see us winning 6 games this season. We have the Vikings next. And then we have the Lions again. That's already 2. So we're automatically going to go 3-10. And then we got the Browns. A loss. But then our last 3 games should be good. So I think we could vividly go 6-11. Which if we go 6-11 and we don't finish last in the division, as long as Green Bay is bad as they are, and we don't end up with the worst record, because I guarantee we'll never end up with the worst record if we are 6-11. That's just the scenario. I think. I don't think we're gonna be good. I think we could finish out the year better, but I don't know. Just let me know what y'all think in the comments if they allow you. What do y'all think is the reason why the Bears are this bad this season? What could change? What could go for the better? What could be for the worst? I don't know. It's just, this season has been the worst. And the thing was, I was planning on making this video a long time ago. Like week 3. I was going to make this video. But then week 4, week 5 comes and we started to play good. I'm like, okay, maybe I don't need to. Yes, I do. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.